Hi there folks, it's Louise Usher here, salon consultant, trainer, coach, whatever label you want to give me. Talk about salons basically. I am here to speak today to the hairdressing students or to somebody who's thinking, is hairdressing for me? I haven't prepared anything about this, I just kind of want to talk to you as if like I'm your friend sort of thing. I've obviously been there, done it, and so have many other successful people, and it can be quite a frightening experience. Now, what are you thinking about for your life, for your dreams? What is it that you want to create with your life? I think that's a really good starting point. For me, I got into hairdressing because my family life was important to me when my children were very little. I wanted to be able to build a business that's going to work around them and around my life. So if you have a think about something you want to do, for example, if you have it in your head that you want to do worldwide travel, you're going to have to go into a certain area of hairdressing, which will mean that you'll probably be moving around, doing lots of photo shoots, that kind of thing, which is all possible. It's all there for the taking. What you do need to understand, I think, if you've ever watched something like America's Top Model, you'll see on there, they all start out thinking that's such a glamorous thing that they're going to do. And when they get to it, they find that very often they're standing in the cold, they're in the rain, the wind, the wet, everything else, people fussing around them the whole time, and they go home exhausted and it's nothing like they was expecting it to be at all. And I think hairdressing can be the same as well, really. I've seen students before who I've trained and they begin with thinking, oh, this would be a brilliant job, this is going to be great, I'm going to love this, it's going to be fun, fast, funny all the time, loads of money. And you know what, very often you start out and it isn't like that at all, and some people can be really disappointed. When you're going to college or doing your apprenticeship, it gives you a really good base, and from there there's lots and lots still to learn. So you need to keep continually learning all the time. Even very experienced people, people that will become your boss, they'll be going to London, they'll be going wherever, anywhere, you know, wherever you are in the world. I'm forgetting that I'm not just local anymore. Wherever you are in the world, they'll be going somewhere and they will be getting continual training. Of course, it's a fashion, you know, we have to keep up to date with things, otherwise we'd all still be doing curly perms the whole time and having hair that's out here. So it is a continual learning thing. If you like learning, that's brilliant. If you don't, maybe, you know, you need to think about what other ways could you learn that would excite you, whether it's reading magazines or watching different red carpet and stuff like that on TV. There's loads and loads of things, and you will find yourself, when you make that path into becoming a hairdresser, you will find that you'll be walking down the town all the time looking at everyone's hair thinking, that looks good, I'm not sure about that, I like this, I like that, I don't like that. And you will be analysing other people's haircuts continually, and it's quite nice as you develop down the road to think that people will be doing that about your haircuts. And if you make yourself fantastic, which is what you want, then you can expect people to be walking down saying, oh my god, look at that haircut. I do that regularly, and who knows who cut that hair, I don't know. So what you need to know about hairdressing, when I was looking at taking my options at school, they said to me, you need to have an art exam. And I couldn't draw. I was very creative, but I couldn't draw. And still to this day I can't draw, but I am very creative. And I think maybe there's a little tweak on that you don't necessarily need. What you do need is an interest in how people are going to look. An interest in people generally, because they'll be talking to you all day and they'll be telling you all their problems all day. And you have to say the right thing back. Because if you stand there and you say, in fact this might be a whole other video blog to talk about. If you stand there all the time, oh my god, that's awful, really? Did she say that? Did he do that? You're getting yourself involved in not only their negative energy, which is going to wear you out, but you're also getting yourself involved in all the tittle-tattle. And if you give off any kind of opinion about something, they're talking about their husband and they're complaining about him. And believe me, this does happen. They're talking about that. You're going to go, he sounds like a right pig. I think maybe, you know, you should think twice about that. Go home and tear a strip off of him. And she goes home and does that and it all goes wrong. She'll come back and say, well, you told me to do that. So there's something called a hairdresser's ear, as I like to call it, where you nod in the right places, you like that all the time. And you will find that that's just a tool that you will learn as time goes on. Obviously, you'll be standing on your feet an awful lot. Many hairdressers, when they start out as a student, they tend to find they get really sore hands. They're doing a lot of shampooing, they need to put cream on all the time. You can get something called contact dermatitis, which is just where you're using lots of shampoo and trying to get used to it, put lots of cream on. There's so many things like that that aren't glamorous about it. But the good stuff is you can do it anywhere, you can do it anyhow, you can make yourself brilliant at it. It takes lots and lots of practice and lots of research. There's no reason why you couldn't be the best of the best. Depends what you want for your life. If you want something that's going to mean you can be hands-on, you can be standing on your feet and you can be dealing with people, making them feel better about themselves, then maybe hairdressing is for you. So try and write yourself a little plan. Try and sit down. What do you want out of your life? And see if hairdressing can fit into that. Try not to make life revolve around work. Work should come into making the life that you want, because obviously you're going to love it. And when you're working hard like you are in hairdressing, that's exactly what you want to be doing. So if I can be of any help to you, please come along and follow me any way you want. I do my blogger post, which is Louise Usher. I'll put some links down there, shall I? And Twitter @Louise Usher. I'm happy to be of any help that you think I can give you. So please spread the word. If you've got friends who are hairdressing students and you want to know a few more things about, going to be doing lots of customer service, how you can go for an interview. Actually, we might do that one next. That's quite important. So please take care, be positive and be smiley, because that gets you everywhere. And don't be afraid to ask me any questions, okay? Because my door is open.